Hey mamas, papas, and everyone in the crew. Welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about pets and babies. If you notice that your dog is marking on your children's toys, clothes, shoes, books, I'm going to give you 3 things that you should be doing to help resolve that issue. Marking with dogs and children is very, very, very serious, and you have to nip it in the bud immediately so that it doesn't get out of control and it doesn't affect your dog, your baby, or your family. Now, when you first bring your baby home, because there's several situations in which your pet will start marking your children's items, and so the initial reason why this happens is because A, your dog is jealous, B, they are not sure of their scent and how they fit into the dynamic of a family, and also they're trying to assert dominance over certain items or things that are the child's to kind of put the child in their place. So your job is to make sure that everyone can live in harmony, but you have to nip the marking in the bud with your dog as soon as you notice it. So one sign of marking, as I mentioned, is, them urinating on your baby's clothes. This could be newborn clothes, like clothes that you get just before you put your newborn in. My suggestion, recommendation, again, I'm not a professional at this, I'm just a mom who has had a dog. My current dog has marked on our child's stuff before. So the first thing you want to do is reprimand the dog. I'm not a firm believer in beating your dog. I don't think that does anything. There are ways to reprimand your pet without beating the crap out of them. So I'm just gonna, say that up front. You don't have to beat your dog to reprimand them. There are ways to reinforce that is not something that they are supposed to do. And usually if you can catch them while they're in the act to reprimand them, that's the best way. But let's say you come in after they've already done the deed. So the first thing you want to do is remove the items immediately from the area. If you have carpet, you need to neutralize the scent. Anything with baking soda, vinegar, and water base is really good to help protect the carpet as well as help neutralize any scent. If you can, wash your baby's clothes with baking soda, vinegar, or anything to neutralize the pet's scent. That is the best way to go. If you can just throw the items away and replace them, that is another great option, because you don't want any signs of the pet scent on your child's item, because you want to make it clear to the dog that this is not theirs. This is not how they assert dominance over the child. That's a no-go. So let's say that your child is older now, so they're like a toddler or they're an actual kid, and you notice that for years they haven't been marking, but they start to mark. So you want to do the exact same thing. Sometimes marking when your child is older and they've had experience with the pet is a change in behavior or a change in their dynamics. So let's say your child has left the home for a little while and it's just the dog. The dog might feel like, oh, they're not here, so let me start to assert dominance over their items. So again, you're going to do the exact same thing. The first thing you're going to do is neutralize the area that they began marking. If it's their clothes, if it's carpets, books, anything like that, some items you're going to have to throw away. You want to remove the dog's scent from the item because you want to make it clear to the dog that it's not theirs. They cannot mark. This is not their territory. The second thing that you want to do is spend more time with your dog. A lot of times, especially if it's a new baby or if your dog feels like they're not getting paid enough attention, they will start marking as a way of saying, yo, I need attention. So you want to make sure you're spending more time with them. It could be playing with them an extra 5 minutes, taking them on more frequent walks, just letting the dog know that even though you have this new addition to the family, it doesn't change how you feel about them and that they don't have to take it out on this new thing. It's just that you're trying to adjust to new family dynamics, and so these are the things that you'll have to do to reassure the animal that it's gonna be okay. The last thing that you want to do is you have to kind of go back into the mindset of really monitoring your pet. So whenever they're moving into rooms, you're going to have to follow them, because again, you want to reinforce that this is not your territory. So it's taking them out on more walks, reinforcing, you have to come with me, don't do that, or whatever vocal or verbal cue that you give them to keep them moving. That is something that you want to do with them. Usually when we have experienced marking, we have pet pet cleaners. I can recommend a few. I'll put them down in the description box below of the ones that we have used previously and what we currently use. You can also, like I said, throw out the item if you're able to replace it. Really wash the child's clothing and just make sure that you continue to work on the relationship with your pet and your child. One of the things that I do and that my husband we will do regularly is make sure that the child and the pet talk to each other. So it's saying like, did you say good morning? Did you say good morning? Have them play with each other in a safe space, because you want the pet to know that they are they're part of the tribe, and that you are no more powerful in them than they are from you, because in the order of operations, I'm the head person in charge of this pack. You all are part of my pack. He or she is not a part of your pet's pack. So those are things that you definitely want to make sure that you are doing for your pet. If you notice that your pet is continually to mark on their items, and you've tried washing their items, you've tried spending more time with your dog, you've tried to put them in more of an environment where they're interacting with the child more, and you find that they are still marking, then that is when you want to go to get more professional help, because it might be something beyond the initial, okay, these are like the 3 easy things that you can do. They might have like a urinary tract infection, or it might be something that you have to escalate for a vet to take care of so that you can reduce the marking with your child and your pet. Remember, it's the same with siblings. When you were younger, you and your siblings would be fighting. It's really just comes from jealousy, and so, or just trying to assert dominance, because again, children are a lot smaller than pets depending on weight and size. So it's just your dog trying to make sure that in the order of operations they stay in their position. So that's it for today's video. I hope it was very, very helpful for pet moms and dads like myself. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more parenthood, lifestyle, and family tips for the everyday mom, dad, and everyone in the crew. So until next time, take care. Bye.